Hello, welcome to Crypto Insights, where we teach you about crypto. My name is Thomas, and I'm the host of this channel. This week, we want to discuss Terra Luna, because UST, which is Terra Luna stablecoin, has lost nearly all of its value. It should have always been hovering around $1, but it went as low as 30 cents. In this video, I want to explain in an easy way how you could analyze this situation, what actually happened and what is possibly the future. So with that said, let's jump into this week's video. So I want to start this video with this article from CNBC. The article is only being released today, and I think it summarizes the problem pretty well. So it states controversial stablecoin UST, which is the US Terra, which is meant to be pegged to the dollar, plummets below 30 cents. So a stablecoin that should always be worth $1 became worth 30 cents. That already summarizes the problem. Then if we go below, Terra USD or UST plunged to as low as 26 cents. So it even went below the 30 cents. The so-called stablecoin is meant to maintain a one-on-one peg with the US dollar. It was the last trading at around 46 cents. So if you want to know more about stablecoins, I made a video about that and I'll have a link below in this video. But this video, I'm only focusing on Terra Luna. So sister token Luna, which is to go after the blockchain Terra Luna, at one point dipped to less than 90 cents before recovering slightly to $2.14. And this token used to be worth $90 only a few days ago. The coin has lost roughly 96% of its value in the past 7 days and now has a smaller market value than its stablecoin counterpart. So that is obviously a huge change and a huge shift. UST, what's known as an algorithmic stablecoin, it uses a complex system of minting and burning tokens to adjust the supply and stabilize the price. So an algorithmic stablecoin means that a program is running the protocol. So whenever somebody buys a Terra Luna coin, they have to buy $1 to back it up. And whenever somebody sells in return for the US dollar, they have to burn it. So they mint and burn in order to get the coin stabilized around $1. Why a lot of investors are interested in stable coins is because they're cryptocurrencies that are less volatile. At least they should be less volatile. In this case, you can see that it had been very volatile and almost went to zero. So the CEO of Terra Luna commented, "I understand that the last 72 hours have been extremely tough on all of you." He's obviously talking to the investors. "Know that I am resolved to work with every one of you to weather this crisis, and we will build our way out of this." So obviously, as a CEO, you want to calm down your investors, you want to calm down the market. That's what he does here. It's a very normal reaction. Investors had hoped for a fresh capital injection to boost the project. Backers of the UST are reportedly seeking to raise more than $1 billion in funding to prop up the stablecoin. So he goes for a funding to companies to help his project become stable again. Via IVR, head of internationals at crypto exchange Luna, said Quant's announcement did not inspire confidence. It doesn't inspire confidence. When you're asking other people to invest in your project after you just fell, it means that you cannot resolve it by yourself. And the whole problem with Terra Luna was that it's an algorithm that stabilizes the currency. And the algorithm was just not quick enough to resolve the volatility of the UST. So you can actually compare this with a DDoS attack, which is happening within hacking. So you make sure that a lot of computers or a lot of identities are involved in attacking a web page. This happened now to this algorithm. So this algorithm has been tested by having a lot of individuals using the protocol, and it wasn't able to algorithmically stabilize the currency. Sometimes you have fluctuations of 5 to 10 cents, but when it's below, the algorithm has to just work, and it's actually just a dead spiral. So you can really explain this situation with a DDoS attack to this algorithm. So the question that you have right now is, will it ever be stable again? Would they ever trust this protocol again? For that, I wanted to say that Ethereum has been hacked before, and it was a massive hack. Millions were lost. Ethereum is still big. It's the #2 cryptocurrency. I'm not saying the same can happen to Terra Luna, but it is a possibility, because at the time that Ethereum was hacked, that seemed to be the end of Ethereum as well. So now have a look into the tokens where you can really see the difference. So I went to the max, and you can see that this is the UST, which is always stable. So I'm having it in euros. So in euros, it's about 85 euros is $1. So you can see it's pretty stable. It goes up, down, up, down. The dollar has been losing value compared to the euro. So you see that it's slightly going up, but then it went to like nothing. It went to 60 cents. So here you can clearly see the problem that occurred, and it actually started on the 7th of May, so only 4 days ago. And because this stablecoin fell, the Terra Luna project also fell. So they were for a long time in the top 10. Now it's 35, and they lost 93% of their value. So if we look at the same time frame as the UST, you can see that this token was up, and it had a lot of investors. I personally didn't invest in it because for a long time, I would think that the next crisis in crypto would have been caused by stablecoins. Because in my perception, when Bitcoin or any big currency loses 70% of its value, it's still valuable. That's what we call volatility. And a stablecoin doesn't allow volatility because the only thing that it provides is stability. So, with that said, there is no legislation, there is no correction, there is no research done on these stablecoins, not properly at least. So, I find stablecoins always very risky unless regulated, unless I can really see it's backed by the dollar. It was the same with the gold standard. Because it was a government providing this gold standard, we all trusted it. But in crypto, I personally don't trust it yet. So the conclusion of this video is that we obviously saw a big fall. Would I invest in it? No, because it's currently still not trustworthy. Can it be corrected? Can it go up again? Yes, because the same happened to Ethereum. So right now it's wild, wild west. It's just gambling. And when a CEO is just really asking and begging for money from other institutions, that is obviously not a good sign. So I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe or share it with your friends. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.